Hold, people, do not be alarmed. We are smiling and we are in a good mood. Believe me when I say that, but life happens. But we ain't gonna talk about all that. Y'all at 6 o'clock, man. Y'all see what I got with me. I got my dog, EGlaze. What up, Mike?
We SEAC. We ain't SWAC. We
No,
SEAC.
we SEAC. We SEAC, man.
We are SEAC.
It's crazy because that's why I'm gonna start. I just want to get your whole take on SWAT gate. That's what I'm calling it, SWAT gate. We've been around Deion, we've been around Jackson State. Just your thoughts on the wild week, Glaze. Talk to me.
Two things we know. You won't beat Deion in a PR contest. That's not going to win. You're not going to beat Deion. Everybody loved Deion. We grew up idolizing Deion because of what he did on the field. So he's going to have the support. But here's where I got a problem, Maceo. This is the only thing I want. Please don't discredit what Eddie Robinson Jr. is doing at Alabama State. This man was a walk-on at Alabama State who worked himself into a second-round draft pick who came back to coach at his alma mater. So all the slander on Eddie, I get it. He talked about Deion. Oh, my God, I'm sorry. Let's not talk about Deion. But please don't get it twisted. This man bleeds HBCU. He bleeds SWAC. He bleeds Alabama State. He did something. He didn't get the headlines like Deion. He wasn't at Florida State while nobody was watching Alabama State back in the day. This young man was grinding and putting a name out there for himself. So I saw all this, man. And look, everybody's taking up for him. Everybody to my Deion. Look, I've said how I feel about Deion. I think he's a great guy. Deion is one of my favorite players ever. I get what he's doing at Jackson State. It looks great. He does a lot of great things for it. But I just was more, the thing that bothered me most, Maceo, was the discrediting of Eddie. Eddie was kind of, and look, I'm going to tell y'all something else. There's a couple of things that I want y'all to realize this. Eddie didn't do that for Deion. He did that for his team. For him saying that about for his team, I guarantee you there was 80 kids in that locker room like, we got a bad coach up now. They talking out our coach. In the NBA, Maceo, when a coach or any time in basketball, they get a technical foul or thrown out the game, what is the main reason they're doing that?
The coach doing the foul his players.
Guarantee you.
He fouled up his players.
This week at Alabama State, he said, y'all see what they saying about us? We can't talk about Deion. Deion he cut through our practices to go across the field, but nobody said that was wrong with that. Yeah. They saying we wrong for going there. The world against Alabama State now. Yeah. And if you look at all the posts on Facebook, Twitter, everybody would call Alabama a bum school. They did this. He ain't nobody. And I'm like, this guy that got his team attention now. Yeah. He said he came out and apologized. You can't beat Deion in a PR contest. That ain't happening.
Oh no.
But sometimes, Maceo, you have to be out there and stick your own chest out there. No matter how hard it's gonna get kicked, you have to, because now let's see how the program at Alabama State reacts or the players react. Because let's be real, this is the only team to keep Deion under 30 points all season. It was 26-14. It wasn't a blowout, guys. It was 26-14.
No.
So they went out there and punched Deion them in the mouth. But they won. Deion won. They're 5-0. I love what Jackson State. I love what Deion's doing, but I was more taken aback to how everybody came at Eddie. And I know what Eddie was doing. You can't beat Deion in a PR contest, but I want to see Alabama State. I think that sometimes some guys realize that, and you better believe what Eddie said, the other 11 to 13 coaches are saying the same time, Maceo. They are saying he ain't gonna be here in 3 years or 2 or 3 years.
Right.
You know, it just ain't. What's Jackson State gonna be once Deion leaves? You know,
right.
What is it gonna be? We know he's not gonna be here. So he said what coaches are probably all thinking like.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Shout out to our big brother Ivan Hogan. He said he was with Alabama State. Listen, and that's the thing I was trying to just get people to understand, but it's so hard to separate. And again, I'm doing an excellent job of like just staying out the way this year. I'm not arguing with nobody. I ain't going back and forth with none of y'all because again, y'all don't know. And it's hard to separate fandom
Right.
from just, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, you and I witnessed for 3 days last year during the Celebration Bowl how cocky, how arrogant Jackson State walked into the game. And South Carolina State just basically, hey, they stayed out the way.
It's Deion week. It wasn't Jackson State.
And they said that. They was like, hey, we get it. You know, South Carolina State press conference, nobody there. Jackson State press conference, and the first day, Deion wasn't even there the first day.
No.
Packed room.
Packed.
Even more packed when Deion arrived.
Yeah.
And we watched South Carolina State. Like I say, they didn't say anything the entire weekend. But at 12 o'clock, when they lined up,
they took care of
business.
We've been in lines before where if you lined up to go practice or do go out there and play the game, and before we practice and getting warmed up, if somebody cut our line, Ivan, all you got, what do we do?
Oh, but he getting work.
Oh, I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
Cut our line while we trying to warm up for the game.
Right.
You with the opposite team?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to get more than cursed out player. You're going to get pushed. You're going to get hit. That's why he did it with the police officer with him.
Right.
So he can cut through that line. Dude, but everybody was like, oh, well, that's what Deion always does. Yeah, okay.
No, he don't.
Oh, okay.
No.
I've seen Deion. He ain't cut through certain people's lines.
No, he not. Especially when he can come out the tunnel and walk straight down his sideline, make a left into his end zone, walk to the 50-yard line, and walk across again. Come on, man.
He could have did that. No, he intentionally walked through their
warm-ups. No doubt.
And everybody like, well, you heard those players going off on Deion? There was a rule. I don't care how bad your team is. If we're getting ready to warm up, you don't cut our line, especially with the other team, bro.
Period.
Oh, that's disrespect.
And that's the rule in every sport.
HBCU black bands, when they're sitting in the seats, you can't cut through the band to get to another area.
At all.
They will cuss you out and beat your ass.
Period.
That's a
point blank, period.
I don't care. It don't have to be sports. But when they say it, when everybody like, well, I can't believe those players. I'm like, Deion does this all the time. Nah.
Yeah, we've covered Jackson State. No, he don't. He don't.
That. And he don't come in late doing that too. He did that on purpose. Deion was talking about we homecoming. He knows he's the show. And he's going to put on one. And when that happened, everybody was, look, Deion don't need defending. He's Deion Sanders, basically.
Right.
He knows that.
Right.
He doesn't need defending. But I have my thing. I'm a big Deion fan. I think he's doing a great job. But y'all get off of Eddie, because I know y'all was jumping on him like he did. Eddie, I don't know about this swag. You saw Deion made money off of it because the first thing he did to make a shirt the next day.
Boy, I'm talking boss dude. Hey, boss dude jumped on that immediately.
If I ain't swag, who is swag? He already put the shirt out. Put it on the t-shirt. He already did that. That's what Deion do. That's what he do. But that's just me, man. That's just me. And like Adam said, they got their ass cut. You come through them, you want to. You get one player gonna hit you upside the head.
Yeah, but yeah, Marlon. But we gonna say this. And I'm gonna say this, Marlon, again. We saw this all last year in South Carolina State when it mattered most. They didn't get it done. So again, we'll see. What you got for me, Blaze?
I'm gonna start with this, man. Another object that we're just now getting to talk about. I'm tired of cameras being in the locker room. I'm tired of cameras being on the practice court, Maceo. I'm tired of seeing video of stuff that shouldn't be video. You know what I'm saying? So Draymond Green is not getting suspended. See, that's funny how he's gonna be there for the first game for the ring ceremony. But he punched Jordan Poole, and everybody was like, "Oh, look at that! Punched a teammate. Oh my God, I can't believe he did that." But let me just ask you this: one of the greatest punches in practices have been by two guys, Michael Jordan and Steve Kerr, and I think Kobe Bryant punched a guy in practice as well. But you know what we didn't have, Maceo?
We didn't have cameras.
No video. It was just
no video footage.
We heard that was right. We heard this. If this camera wasn't in the picture, Maceo, would we even be this? Would this even be a story?
No, no, no. It's what we always say. Without video footage, hey, if a tree fall in the woods and then nobody here, did the tree fall? It's comical because I'm willing to bet this not the first fight Draymond Green got into practice. Period. I'm pretty sure him and KD has some scuffle. Yes. I'm pretty sure him, Steph, and Clay done have some fallout because he has that kind of energy. He think he's better than what he is.
Right.
Y'all have told him that he's this he's this media savant. He's a champion. Like I and you and I had this documented. I told y'all back then, I don't like how he be coming for Charles Barkley. Like, dude, you are nowhere in the ballpark of the basketball player that Charles Barkley was. You never will be. Dude, if you're not playing alongside Clay and Steph, no, you're nobody. Like, you got to stop this. But again, we had these cameras. Hogan say we'll be fighting every day. Right, like that junk he did to KD.
Oh man.
Like, now he lucky KD is, I guess, above. Like, KD probably was like, man, that dude a bomb. Like, no, who you talking to? You know what? No, I'm out. No, I can go somewhere else.
Yeah.
You can't.
We didn't fight in football who had at least one practice fight during the summer camp. Coach called us off. What's going on? Y'all love each other.
So ain't nobody gonna fight.
We had to have a fight. You know, if you don't, NFL, that's always they film fights on the NFL all the time. It happens. You know what I'm saying? Now Tristan Thompson different. But we talking about practice, Marlon. We talking about practice. It happens, Maceo. And I was sitting there like, TMZ got deep pockets, man. TMZ got some boy. They got some. Because I said, how did that even get out of there? Because, we've heard during a game where Draymond is cussing out during halftime, and people are like, man, all we heard was some cussing, but we ain't hear nothing else. Because you had no cameras in there showing them. You just heard, hearing and seeing. I'm I ain't a fan of this camera stuff in practice.
No, me either. It's just terrible, man. But these are times we living in. Footage matters. Clicks matter. And whoever, like you said, now TMZ got the footage. TMZ probably, whoever gave that up, I'm pretty sure the NBA, they're gonna find out who did. But so I hope that 50 G's, 100 G's, whatever, what's his name? What's his name? I'm a lawyer.
Yeah.
Whatever he gave you, so be it. But we know practices are taped every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it got to be somebody in the video coordinator's office. It got to be somebody around there who got access to the video who did this. So I hope you get what's coming to you. And Draymond, dude, I promise you, when that Golden State run is over, I want to see if you're gonna get in the Hall of Fame talk. You're not.
Boy,
you not. Keep doing your podcast thing, Draymond, because bruh, you not like that. You're not like that.
Makes you a rough on Draymond today, man.
Man, a clown, man. He is a clown. And that's why KD to the hurricane, they said, you know what? No, I'm out. You know what? Yeah. This quick little dynasty over. I'm not playing with that dude, man. Dude, a clown, man. Y'all ain't got to even pick between me and him. I'm out.
Yeah. I am kind of waiting on that podcast, though. I can't wait to hear it. I bet it's gonna be fire. That podcast gonna be fire, boy. Draymond's podcast gonna be off the chain when he comes back, boy. Anyway, all right, what you got for me, man?
So your guy, well, he's not your guy, but I'm gonna say this is your story now. Daniel Snyder has went scorched the earth on the NFL. He basically has said, "Hey, if you want me, come get me." But in my Nino Brown voice, if I'm going down, all of y'all going down.
You stole my line. That's the
I got dirt on everybody.
That's the only thing I read, Maceo, was I'm going down. If Nino going down, I'm taking y'all with me. That's all Daniel Snyder said, bro. He's like, I got dirt on every owner. Try me. Maceo, he was saying, I want that smoke. I want that smoke over there. I want that smoke in the back. I want the commissioner smoke. Bring. I double dare you. I double dare you. I double dog dare y'all to come at me again. He said, I want, like you say, Marlon, I got receipts. I got video. I mean, he got video. I got emails. I got text. I'm like, I bet they shut up now. Daniel Snyder said, I will go try me. I want all the smoke. They show. This man tired of us talking about him, bro. He's like, oh, and none of the owners are backing him. Okay. Look, I can show you. Better I can tell you. You better let me take these commanders and do what I want to, or I'm taking all. Look, I'm taking Jerry, you first. Then we going up to New York. Then we go Arthur. Hey, Arthur, remember I was in ATL not too long ago. Be careful, Arthur. Here you hang, Arthur. Boy, Daniel Smart said, I'm bringing. All I can think about was Nino Brown. He was in the courtroom. I ain't the only one going down, baby. I'm taking all y'all with me. You go NFL. I bet this stuff get quiet, Maceo. Watch how I get quiet. I bet all of a sudden you can see the commissioner like, all right, we heard what he said. We're going to investigate. You didn't hear nothing about Daniel Snyder till he gives the team up. But Daniel told him, I got smoke. And I got pictures. And look, we all was on Ibiza. What them islands called? Ibiza. We've been into Spain. We was all on them islands on our own yachts. We all got the same Brazilian women on their yachts. Trust me, I want SMOKE from everybody. I got you. Bring it.
Glaze. He don't want this smoke, Glaze. See, and so y'all know I am a true mob boss kind of guy. These 32 owners, this the mob.
It is, right?
It's blood in, blood out. Now, I don't want nothing to happen to nobody. But if Dane Snyder end up in an accident or he come up missing, you got to think, Dane Snyder, you got like 7, 8 billion, maybe 9. Them 30 owners, Mark Davis not no billionaire, so we're going to X him out.
Wow.
But them 30 other owners, Dane Snyder, you better tread lightly. You better tread like you got dirt. They got dirt. And they got more money than you.
Make sure they won't hurt him. They hurt somebody in his family, just say, bruh, you really want to keep going down this road? You right, Glaze. Man. It is a mob mentality, make sure. It's a mob mentality, man.
Glaze, this dude better be careful. Now, if we start seeing him backtrack in the next couple of weeks, somebody ended up missing. Yeah. It's been it's a ransom note out there somewhere, or you know what I'm saying? He got the horse head in his bed.
Make sure he woke up like this. They got such and such, man. Don't make her. You right, hey, man. Look, man.
He better tread lightly, Glaze. He better tread lightly.
You right, man. There's some billionaires with some other ties up in there too. You better watch for Woody, cause Woody like wearing a sweater around his neck. Woody might be got you up there. Woody be like, hey, don't come at me, Dan.
Bro.
It's gonna be. I'll make sure. It's funny that he came out. He must have been getting a lot of smoke because he was like looking tired of this. I'm bringing receipts to everybody. I got what they say. I got on all of y'all. I got I got receipts on all y'all. Like Denzel Washington training day. What did he say?
Okay.
It's gonna be interesting.
Hey, Daniel Snyder. Tread lightly, Daniel Snyder.
Yeah, man. Let's see how this end up, basically. Because you're right. If he end up if we hear a news story next week, we're gonna be like, see, they ain't playing fair. They ain't playing fair. They went after his cousin them or his auntie. We're gonna know something happening. Let's keep it in NFL, Maceo. And I want to ask you this. Tonight, the Chicago Bears play those Commanders. And it should be interesting, one of those games. But let's talk about last Thursday's game. And I got to ask you this. Which are you more surprised of? The non-play of Russell or the non-play of Matt? Which one surprises you more? I think I'm going to say Denver, but I want to hear what you say about these two quarterbacks.
I'm going to say Russell Wilson because it seems like So in the beginning, you just figured Russ going to Denver, all of those weapons, Judy, Sutton, running game, da 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 da. Now we didn't factor in how bad Nathaniel Hackett is as a head coach. He is god awful. But it looks like Russ has never played football. Russ is out here looking like a rookie.
Yeah, it looks weird.
Now the Matt Ryan thing, the one thing we can say about Matt Ryan and the Indianapolis people, the media, everything been saying, at least they're in ball games. They're never out of ball games.
That's true.
With Matt Ryan. It might not be pretty, but at least they are always in the ball game. The Denver Broncos, like I say, when you hear the names, you're just like Judy, Sutton, all these running back, and then the defense is legit. But Russ, like, dude, I promise you, Russ can't hit. Russ could be standing right where the lake, right where the ocean come up on the sand, and he couldn't even throw a rock in the ocean.
He'd be missing it.
It's that bad, and I'm shocked because I'm one of those people who like Russ in Denver with those weapons. Like they gonna go crazy.
Oh man. It didn't even look fair, man. It didn't even look fair. You know, man, they say it's Future's fault. Future out here making albums and doing all kind of stuff, man, messing with that man's psyche out there. You know, it's amazing to see. Russ shocks me. I'm shocked, Maceo. I don't know what to say about Russ, man. It looks like, I agree with you, like a rookie coming straight out of North Carolina State or Wisconsin and is still learning the game. It's just like he's the arm strength, the decision making. That's what I have a problem with. It don't even look coordinated out there. It's just like he's really behind the 8 ball. And it's going to be interesting to see how they play because, you know, a 12-9 game in Denver, that's what that's what Russ supposed to be able to handle. That's what he was big time. You were the show. And now he's looking like interceptions and all that. But it's going to be interesting. 5 games in. We'll see what happens. But that was some bad football. That was bad.
Ivan, you are on record. You wasn't buying Russ in Seattle. I haven't been over Russ.
Yeah,
he been over Russ. I mean, been over him. It's ugly, man. It's and as for Matt Ryan, I mean, they still got to get pieces back. Again, they still in it.
Yeah, they still got
they kind of still in it.
2-2-1. That's good. That's they still got a chance, but we'll see, man. The Russ thing is kind of crazy. What you got for me, man?
The biggest college football game this weekend: the Tennessee Volunteers, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tennessee can put the world on notice that they are back. Josh Heupel, Mr. Hooker, that up-tempo offense. We don't know the status of Bryce Young, but it's the Crimson Tide. Your thoughts on this game, Emmanuel Glade? This is the biggest game of the week.
This will be the first time in 5-6 years that Neyland Stadium should be rocking. You have the number 6 Tennessee Vols versus Alabama. You at home, and we've grown up 110,000 Maceo for life, man. We've grown up with the rocking Tennessee. It ain't rocked in years. Tennessee been down for years, but now at number 6. But let's see. This will be Alabama's been tested a little bit already. Texas A&M. Who was that earlier? They took to the Texas, took them a little tougher. So they've won these games. Tennessee's been that team, everybody. But see, we're going to see what happens when you're no longer a surprise team that nobody's looking at. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what happens when a team is fully prepared to have you come out on the field. And Alabama's going to be fully prepared. That's the question. I don't know. Is Bryce playing this week? I don't know if he's playing, Maceo.
Nah, it sounds like it's going to be a game time decision. That's you know.
That's a big thing, too. I love number 4. He's a great young guy, but Bryce makes a huge difference as well.
Yeah, well, Milrose can't throw. Like
you
can't. and you can't turn the offense over to him totally. And in a game like this, if he's playing, and I'm sure Tennessee is thinking, hey, if no Bryce Young is in the game, if we go up early, take his legs out the game, force him to make plays. Find out if he can throw in time. He's probably going to become a better passer, but there's a lot that you're asking to him to replace the Heisman Trophy winner, a guy who, I mean, like he can make every throw, and the offense is just totally different when he's in the game.
And that's the thing,
Totally
you
different.
just said it. If they do get down, and I know Tennessee, like you said, I wouldn't let him get seams. I rush forward, keep a spot on him, keep him in the box, and make him beat us with our arm, which they probably gonna do if they go up. I'm ready to see if Tennessee is ready for what Alabama comes in. I feel like every time they play, just because they're Alabama, they always up 7-0. They walk in your stadium up 7-0, and how you come back to take that, because they got that mentality about them. But I'm ready to see if the coach is ready to look across at Nick Saban, because Saban's been here. He's had his game. He's found a way. He's made it work. You ain't been here. You ain't been in the top 10 in a good long time now, Tennessee. What are you gonna do when we come in that place and everybody see that regular old helmet with the numbers on it, with the white on white? It ain't gonna be no mixture. Alabama don't play all that jersey cuteness. White on white. And we walk into that stadium. Because we're going to bring pressure. We're going to run the football. We're going to come at you. Can you handle this? But I'm ready to see, because everybody was talking about Georgia won't have no competition. But this is going to be interesting. Hey, let me add on to that since we talking college football. There's another big one too, Maceo. That might be the biggest one. Penn State goes to the big house. What are your thoughts on that one?
So I look at Penn State. I don't. It's not a lot I like about Penn State.
Right.
But there's not a lot I like about Michigan either. Don't like the quarter. Don't like. I'm not a fan of the quarterback play. I know they trying to hype this guy up, but they got a little bit of running back who's this internet sensation. I mean, he runs pretty good, but they don't bring that same type defense that they had last year. The offense is not as explosive as it was last year, but somehow Coach Kakis finds a Corey Long so stupid. He finds a way to win games like this. Like say, Penn State gonna have a lot of confidence because they went into SEC country. Y'all always talking about how tough the SEC is. He went to SEC country. They got a big win. I mean, it was Auburn, but they still Big Ten. Went to the SEC.
Win, man.
Got a win,
man.
Big win. So I like Michigan only because they're at home. And now Penn State got a gauntlet because they got Michigan, and then they got Ohio State looming. So it's like, woo! So luckily that this game is at the crib. So I do like Michigan close.
And I do like that this game is a noon game. So it's the first game of the day. You get to see it. College football is going to be fun on Saturday because we got that game. Then we got Alabama at 3:30, Tennessee. I like them too. One of the titans in the industry. What Corey used to?
They got crazy. Man. They got crazy, man.
Yeah, man. It's going to be a great game. So I know I asked that question, but I got to ask this question because it's okay. You the guru. It's 6:30. I always say around 6:30 we talk about it. Baseball, NDLS, ADLS. Start at home, Maceo. Give us what you're seeing, who you're liking in these division series, and why.
So we'll start at the crib. I think what we saw from the Braves is typical Atlanta Braves. That first game, they can't never win game one. They can't never win game one. Then they get the jitters out, and then they just go. I like the way we won yesterday because one waiting on a 3-run homer. We manufactured runs, so I think we're in a good spot. when I look at this Houston Astros series, of course they had the walk off. Now, let me go back real quick. I want to see Dusty Baker. At least, I want to see Dusty Baker win one, but maybe not this year. But I do want to see Dusty Baker win one. I like the excitement of the Seattle Mariners, and whenever you can get their uniforms in the playoffs, that hat, that emerald green, I mean, it's just always sexy. But I just don't know. I look at Houston and I look at them like I look at the Yankees. Of course, the Yankees must see TV. Everybody, that's why the Braves are playing all day game. We the world champs, and we playing all day game because you got LA in it, and then you got New York in it. So But I look at the Yankees, and I'm like, okay, it's cute. It's one of these things where Aaron Judge, they spend all this, the evil empire, they spend all this money.
Right.
So I mean, when I look at the Dodgers, I just look at the Dodgers.
Right.
They're always gonna be in the hunt. The thing with them, Kershaw and crew, Mookie and crew, now they got Freddie.
Oh, it's big money out there.
I mean, so I mean, I get it. And, they West Coast, so I mean, I get it. But what I'm not a fan of, I'm just not a fan that the world champs are playing all games between 1:00 and 4:00. The rain helped us. We got a 7:05 game yesterday, but you know what I'm saying? If it hadn't rained, we've been playing at freaking 4:05.
Yeah, it was early.
I love October baseball. I love
played at 1:00 and then we're supposed to play at 4. I agree with you.
Yeah, it's terrible. Of course, the Yankees got rained out tonight. I like the Cleveland Guardians. I talked about the Cleveland Guardians last week.
Yeah.
So I like it would be nice for them to knock the Yankees off. It'll be nice. I mean, we've had our Philly Yankees. I mean, we got Derek Jeter, Doc. So I mean, that's enough Yankees for us, man. Give me somebody else.
So you like Astros and Guardians or Yankees in the NLCS?
Unfortunately, I like Astros and Yankees. I would rather see the Guardians. And of course, it can't be anything other than Dodgers Braves.
I think it has to be that.
It got to be Dodgers Braves. It got to be.
Philly scored all their runs in game 1. I think
they
may be that. Yeah, but we about to see that. So
Corey, leave Dusty alone. Dusty gonna live forever, man. Anybody who wear they picture on their wristband, they're gonna live forever, man. Don't worry about Dusty.
To quit getting to the World Series and can't finish the job, man. You done got to the World Series too many times, man, to be choking at the end.
Come on, Dusty.
You need to get one more wristband around the elbow so you can make it all good. Have your arm full of wristbands. And then you might get that championship. That's what you're missing. You got 2. You need about 2 more for the World Series, and then we'll be good to go, man. That's what I say, man. Dusty got to keep that wristband game going strong. I bet wristband industry didn't even know they had people still buying wristband, but they got Dusty on lock. What you got, man?
My former NFL team, the Dallas Cowboys, have an interesting dilemma. Dakota Ryan Prescott, he practiced today. He tried to practice today. Reports saying the ball really didn't look good coming out his hands. Big game against the Philadelphia Eagles this weekend. My question for you, Emmanuel Glaze: should Dak be trying to rush to get back, or should he just heal? Because Cooper Rush is winning. Your thoughts?
If Cooper wins this week, Dak's gonna be on one of those extended deals, buddy. Because they're gonna be like, "Hey, Dak, just take your time." Because 4-1 right now, and if they beat an undefeated Philadelphia team, hey, Dak, doctors ain't clear. The doctor gonna be like, he ain't well. His wrist ain't. I think his wrist still ain't. It still ain't there. We're gonna go with Cooper again.
That envelope gonna be in Dak locker. He gonna be like, I'm still out.
I thought I was good. Hey, you see that record up there?
Why I get this screw removed in?
I'm a coach and my job's on the line. And I know I probably may lose the job anyway if I don't win because of the Peyton thing. Man, hey, Rush. I'm gonna walk around with a Cooper Rush T-shirt if I'm the coach. Like, hey, Dak, I'm good. Dak, we good. I don't care about how much they pay Dak. Jared, and Jared want to win one. Jared old now. Jared like, hey man.
Today Jared's birthday too. Jared, how about that? Jared and Quincy Carter share the same birthday.
That same birthday. Shout out to I got Quincy, man. Love the story. Quincy Carter is one of the great people that you get to know, man. Been through a lot, but he's still a great guy. So happy birthday, Quincy. But yeah, Dakota, go ahead and keep that thing in a sling for a few more weeks because now if they lose to Philly, all bets off. He's gonna be practicing early next week. But if they beat Philly, Mace. Woo. And who knew the East was gonna be this year between the Giants, Philly, and the Cowboys? What is going on with that right now, boy? That is woo. Washington, they got their own problem because Daniel Snyder said he got receipts, but
he got receipts out here, and then Riverboat Run. He throwing his quarterback under the bus, which he should. Yeah. And I still got the receipts on all y'all who said Carson Wentz was better than Dak Prescott. I still got the receipts. But that's not my issue this year because I'm not a Cowboys fan this year. So,
but Maceo, you malarkey. I'll put it back in your hand. You might malarkey. Cooper Rush is winning games. You winning. You're back to doing what you can do because you're running the football again. You got a defense. By the way, Falcons fan, it's Dan Quinn defense looking mighty special over there.
What I tell y'all when they hired Dan Quinn? It couldn't get no worse.
Dan Quinn brought bringing that fire. I know he got everybody like, well, it's the talented player. Okay, if Dan Quinn bringing that fire over there with them Cowboys with that boy, he got some studs coming at you. You ain't scoring that much on this Cowboy defense. You got a defense, and Cooper doing the right thing. He's doing just enough. He ain't making mistakes. He's getting the ball down the field. If you malarkey, you playing Dak when he come back?
No. Listen, I'm on record as saying, with all this Cooper Rush love, if I'm Dak, I just take my $45 million this year and say, you know what, man, I'm out for the year. I'm out. Let's let this thing play all the way out, and then let's find out how much y'all love me in all season. If he run the table, I mean, hey, we've seen it happen. Backup come in, starting. I mean, it's a precedent for that. We've seen it time and time again. So if I'm Dak, if I don't feel the love, that's just me. I'm going to tell the doctor, put that pen back inside my hand. I want to get my hand all the way healthy because it's going to be somebody next year that, gonna want to sign me for, these crazy dollars. Yeah. I'm being Cancun, me, my girlfriend, my Tesla deal, my sleep number deal, my Rolex deal. I mean, I'm gonna let America's team have it. Yeah. See y'all in the off season.
Yeah, I mean, you can't play it. You gotta tell Zach to chill. I'm gonna get Sean Payton said he wanted to come back. I know my job on the line. I already know this. If I'm going out smoking. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna play the player that I'm winning with, and at the end of the day, I'm done with it. Tired. Y'all can get mad at me all you want to. You gotta.
Only thing matter in NFL is wins.
Yeah.
W's. I don't care how they look either. A win is a win. When y'all were going on about Matt Ryan, and Matt Ryan got that comfort, it was coming from behind win too, by the way. Atlanta, since y'all want to troll Matt Ryan for 3.5 quarters, then he win, y'all quiet. Why don't y'all just be quiet?
He gone now. Y'all wanted him gone? He gone.
Y'all wanted him gone. Y'all cannot keep the man name out your mouth.
Y'all see Mariota still. Y'all see why Mariota's a backup too, but that's just me though. We see, look, the NFL, boy, they you back up for reasons. They don't put you in that start. They don't put you at the QB1 a lot after a while. You're a great backup that can come in and win if we have a problem, if the quarterback go down. But they
in a crisis.
That QB1 long time, make sure. Hey, man, so I want to steer away from sports for just a second. I'm going to do my TMZ. I got to ask you this. How does Jamie Foxx not get in Cardi B's party, man? How does Jamie Foxx not get in, Maceo? I mean, look, man. Jamie, one of my favorite people, man. I mean, I'm just that kind of bothered my soul this morning. Jamie Foxx can't get in, man. Jamie about 55, 56.
There you go, Emmanuel Glaze. It shouldn't bother your soul. Cardi B is turning 30.
Yeah. You're right.
Jamie Foxx. Oh, security. Them folk don't know Jamie Foxx. These youngers ain't watched Ray. They ain't watching Living Color. They don't know who Willie Beeman is. And then, he probably got that new hair, probably got a hairline colored in and all that stuff. They don't know him.
He got the hair color. It's Jamie Foxx, man. They got to know Jamie.
Dog, Glaze. These youngins, bruh. They don't know Jamie Foxx. They ain't got his album. They not following him on iTunes. They ain't got no Jamie Foxx station on Spotify. Dog. And he probably tried to crack jokes and everything. He probably pulled up Netflix and was like, hey, look. I don't want to hear that, man. Dog, are you hot now? What the last movie you been in, Jamie?
Here you go, man. You said the young boy don't care about us, man.
Maybe they seen Ray, but they probably hadn't. Oh, this new generation, dog.
They don't care about the old school, man.
No. Tupac could have came back from Nicaragua and showed up at that party. They wasn't even gonna let the goat in. Pop couldn't even get in this party, man. Who is Jamie Foxx?
And there was some bad rapping. I mean, they were like, this is some hot stuff. No, it wasn't. None of that stuff was hot, man. It was,
bro.
It was
I can man you a lit. No. Rich Homie Quan probably wouldn't have been able to get in that party. Waka Flocka probably wouldn't have been able to get in that party. No, if you ain't had no hit in the last couple of years, dog, man, bro, these people will forget about you in that industry, though.
Cold stuff,
man.
That's cold.
I'm just telling you, dog.
That's cold.
Think about it. He probably rolled up. He probably was overdressed. He probably had on it's a Cardi B party, so you got to imagine what everybody had on.
They had blood naked over there, wasn't it? Jamie Foxx did come on with a sweatshirt. He did have a shirt.
And it probably was something like not none of this stuff the youngest wearing. Now he had double cup. See, he went about it wrong. Had double cup. She had a hat tilted sideways. No, T.I. wouldn't even been able to get in this party, man. No, them folk old, man. This is a 30-year-old party. Come on, Jamie. Why you even trying to go to that party?
I know, man. He thought he was gonna be able to show up, and they were like, Glorilla up in there killing it. F-I-E-E. Glorilla up in there killing it. Her young self up in there killing it.
And they probably were like, man, who is you?
Make sure to come up with disrespect. Man, that hurt my soul, man. But I'm like,
it shouldn't hurt your soul, Glaze. I know.
I'm not going to a young party, man. I can't.
Glaze, I was shocked that he even tried to go. Bruh, stay in your lane, bruh. The great LeVar Ball gave us stay in your lane.
Oh, so you saying Jamie shouldn't have been trying to get in the club, man?
No. Why even show up? Like CL say, Jamie Foxx wearing a button-down, crispy jean, money bag, yo wearing day old boxes and a camo white beater. Yeah, just looked at my wrist. I got time today. Hey man, Jamie ain't got no hits out here, man.
Give me a crisp pair of jeans and a button up.
Hey man, what now? Watch Jamie go try to do a song with whoever hot now. Whoever one of the young boys hot. Watch Jamie go try to do a song with him. But he shouldn't have been trying to go to that party, dog. I mean, bro, dog. 35 probably was the max at that party. Man, Jamie Foxx was born like at 67, 68.
Yeah, boy, he old enough. Boy, he put some years out there, bro. He put some years.
He wouldn't even understood the music when he went inside, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
He would have understood that they do all their music on phones and there ain't no musicians in there no more. Wasn't a musician in sight in there. Ain't nobody can play the piano. They just can play the synthesizers.
Everybody got what's that thing they use? Pro Tools.
That's all they using now.
Pro Tools. They probably got an app on their phone now. Probably in there rapping on the side. I guarantee if we look at that guest list, well, nobody in that party older than 35.
Right, man.
Jamie would have looked crazy. He'd been an old man in the club.
That's kind of
it happens. Well, why we stand off sports? This is the $1 million question, and we're gonna have to replay this back. because I got tired of answering this question. Why weren't you at homecoming? And you was right down the street. And that's what I told everybody. I say, the next person that gonna ask me what Glaze is, I'm gonna say, here, Georgia State. I showed, boy, I pulled your page up. I said, nah, he around the corner. Young Tom tried to come slap that with you. Blowfish was looking for you.
And I saw the look, it's a me thing. You know what's going on behind the scenes at my house.
Yeah, I mean, I know, but I'm just saying. So I need you because I told you I'm tired of being your PR.
Yeah.
So
look, but I am gonna do this. I apologize to everybody. I had every intention of hitting Georgia State and rolling right to the spot and hanging out because I saw everybody was there that I wanted to see. I saw the pictures. I was like, my boy Mark was there. I just decided to do something family wise. I apologize. I had it planned. I was gonna do. I wasn't gonna do but halftime, and then flow to over the homecoming. I had it even planned out, man. But I have no excuse. No excuses. It was just I decided to do something a little different.
This year was so crazy, dog. Jack and what's crazy boy on Facebook who be singing all the time. We used to cut the video, play DN.
I know you're talking about too.
The crazy boy, I can't think his name, but he be on Facebook. He be cutting them videos, well. But anyway,
Coach Greg was there.
No, Jack and this fool raced in the parking lot behind the towers. They talking too much trash.
Of course.
These fools raced. Danny got it. I'm about to call Danny. Danny put that video footage up. No, they raced, man. They raced.
I love my school. This was the year, man. This was the year I was gonna finally come back, man. But I made a bad decision, man. Family first, but trust me, I wasn't even gonna tell Maceo. I was just gonna show up and just walk, see if I can find y'all because it was so packed on the yard, man. It looked like a beautiful sight.
Man, we ain't hard to find. You know where we are.
I know where.
You know where we are.
It take y'all a while because y'all in the behind the tower for about an hour, 3. Then you go up to the yard, so it takes forever. I'd have found all of it. Well, yeah, man, this is the year. It's coming, man. I'm proud of what Morris Brown is doing. I love my school, and this was supposed to year. I still want to make sure I want to do a show on the yard. Yeah. Hopefully we get people there and then we can do some big things. I'm very proud of what Dr. James, he told us he was on our show. We were one of the first ones to bring him on the air to talk about what's happening now. So I was wanting to be there to celebrate what we have now, the accreditation.
It was beautiful.
But I made a decision.
It was a thing of beauty, dog. It was a thing of beauty. Yeah. Matter of fact, I think I finally fully recovered.
Yeah. I saw y'all today. But yeah, man, it's not like I didn't. Year before I'd be like, no, this year was like, I'm celebrating, I'm meeting my boys. It was one of those. But you'll see Saturday why this Saturday at 9:00. You check me out. You'll see why I didn't make it.
Oh, no doubt. Listen, I know
you know, but
yeah,
people will know Saturday.
I know.
But I decided to do something.
But I did in true Hickman Hall fashion. Yeah, I threw you under the bus. I threw you supposed to. You're supposed to. I threw you slap under the bus.
I mean, if you wouldn't have, I'd have been mad at you.
Yeah. That Blowfish, I said Blowfish, but I tell you what, give me his drink.
Yeah, I know.
Give me his drink. Bass. Don't worry about him. Give me his drink.
I had the Morris Brown polo on. I was ready to come like I was better than everybody. You know, I was trying to be like I had a polo on. I ain't had no t-shirt. I had my Morris Brown polo ready to go. I'm up in a press box with my polo on. I'm thinking I'm better. I'm gonna go act like I'm better than everybody. I just made a decision, man, at the time. But yeah, man, I had my polo on up in the press box. Like they were like, oh, I don't care what y'all say. It's homecoming, baby. Yeah. I know it's statement, son. I'm about to leave at halftime. I love it, but I made a decision, man. So.
That was a good game, though. I see Georgia State, big win for Georgia State.
And that's what I'm in with you in, not Georgia State. Georgia Tech, 2-0 since the guy got fired. Your thoughts on what's going on? What's the difference, Maceo? What are they doing that wasn't being done the previous few games, Maceo?
I'm gonna say this. Brent Key brings a different kind of energy. Knowing the people that we know, talking to the people we've talked to, one of the things that everybody to a man talked about under Jeff Collins' regime was negativity, the just terrible energy. A lot of the kids, like he just beat up on the kids, like he was a grinder to the point where the kids were like the kids could do nothing right. Now you bring in Brent Key, who is a former Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket. He just understands the culture better, and you could just see it's an energy shift in the kids. And then I also think too, when these type things happen, now the guy who been getting the finger pointed at him all this time, he gone now.
Yeah.
So ain't no excuses. And I'm pretty sure that's one of the things Coach Key told his kid, hey, listen, this on y'all now. Yeah. If he had to fall on the sword for y'all bad play, for the inefficiency and offense, for the lack of whatever we got on defense, he gone. So now it's on you guys to prove that they say it's talent over here. Well, let's see it. Go on the road, get a big win at Pittsburgh, come back home for homecoming. That's a good Duke football team they beat.
They sure was. That was a good game.
That's a good Duke football team. And now Georgia Tech sits 2-1 in the conference.
They beat a good Pittsburgh team on the road before that too, Maceo. So that's 2 good wins for this team.
Yeah.
It feel like they playing football, man. The Jeff thing was more of a show to me. You remember the above the line and all this? Yeah. I'm getting this. These guys look like they just playing football again, which sometimes you just want to do, man. And I agree with you. Georgia Tech might beat State. You know, they might beat Florida State. This team is playing ball, man. That's all they do.
It's crazy. Some of the kids the last few weeks who've been making plays who weren't on the field.
Yeah.
Under Jeff Collins, Leo Blackburn, the big wide receiver from Westlake.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he's playing and he's catching touchdowns. Like he's too big of a body to be standing on the sideline. Like, what are we doing over here? And I know everybody when and Garrison Hurst. Next time you jump on one of my Georgia Tech posts talking crazy, me and you gonna fight, G Hurst. Man, why you spend so much time talking about them, man? Go Dogs. Like,
that's our job, man.
That's our job, G. But I'm gonna continue to say that, and I'm gonna beat this drum. It's plenty of talent at Tech.
There's plenty of it.
Jeff Collins just didn't get, dude. It's kids over there. We are seeing one of the best kids who recruited by him doing major work at Alabama.
Their number 1 running back
couldn't get on the field at Tech.
Was at Tech. The number
couldn't
1
get on
Alabama.
the field at Tech.
Come on, man.
Make it make sense for me.
And I said, man, this team is now, like you said, they lost early, but they're 2-1 in the ACC, which is what matters right now. And you can win some more. Beat a Florida State. Beat a Miami. Or did they play Miami? Whatever.
They do play Miami, dog. They have winnable games. I got the schedule right here, dog. They have very winnable games left on their schedule, man. And it's crazy because so they got Virginia Thursday. Next Thursday. They all do what they got. Virginia next Thursday. Lord have mercy. Jesus, I'm gonna be up all night. Then they got Florida State. Then they got Virginia Tech. Then they got Miami, UNC. Then, of course, they end the year with Georgia. Dude, they could be bowl eligible for the first time in a long time.
Yep, they ain't been since my man was the old coach.
It's old coach Paul Johnson. I miss Paul Johnson, man, because Paul Johnson gave me carte blanche over the media room and that, man. Paul Johnson didn't get the interview. He didn't get the party started. I asked him a crazy question. I love Paul Johnson.
But it's gonna be interesting, man. It's amazing when you just play football and all the other stuff.
Culture shift. And I tell you this, Georgia Tech alumni, they don't want to hear nothing about no zip code. They don't want to hear nothing about Waffle House. None of it. They don't want to see no fancy cars inside the stadium no more. They don't want to see none of that. We don't do that.
We play football. That's it.
Matter of fact, if y'all start seeing Waffle House to close down, understand that Georgia Tech alum are basically telling folks, hey man, don't y'all eat at Waffle House because Jeff Collins was sponsored by them. Don't you do it.
That's what's up. Finish it up, man. What you got for to finish the thing out, man?
So, man, we got to finish with this. You know, I always have to ask you a pop question. You know, you got a lot of ties to Chicago, so I always peg this guy on you. Kanye West, man, he just continues to Kanye. Talk about your boy, man. Talk about your boy.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have much to say. It is what it is, man. When Chase Bank want to get rid of you, and you got billions, or what
give you all your money, hey, bro. Come get all your money, bro.
You can go somewhere else. Banks
come get all your
tell
money,
you
bro.
to go. Banks don't tell mob people to go somewhere else. They told Kanye you can go somewhere else, bro.
Ain't that crazy?
Kanye makes if his money sits in the account, it makes them millions of dollars just for the sitting there. For them to say we would rather not have your money sitting in our bank, bro. Yeah, is that attention is amazing. When Ye ain't got it, he gonna go get it. And it's something that I watched the whole, that Netflix special was interesting. It told me a lot, Maceo. And I watched every one of those Netflix special. How he went pre-mama died to pre-famous to getting famous. Then his mama died. Then he did. It was, you saw this happening. Kanye he needs the attention. You think a lot of billionaires wouldn't need that much. You know, Rihanna goes and does her thing. She quiet, having babies, still doing her thing. This boy, he needs it. And he said, I will go get it from the worst of the worst. I don't care who you like. You better be glad you might see him in Georgia hanging out with Herschel Walker that week, which reminds me, y'all, please watch that debate tomorrow. We have a lot to talk about. Please watch this debate against Warnock and Herschel Walker. I promise you won't be disappointed.
Herschel Walker ain't gonna show up, man. Herschel ain't gonna show up.
If Herschel shows up, you won't be disappointed.
I'll tell you this, boy. You tell we getting close to election day, cause boy, these commercials they getting grimier and grimier, boy.
Boy, they ain't even putting on regular commercials. You don't even know nothing else. It's all about
you see the Walnut one. He roughed up his wife.
Boy, they don't put him out there. They show the wife on TV. They put her on TV, boy. It get rough out here.
That's body cam footage they showed.
Yeah. Oh, they ain't playing. Hey, bro. Hey, you talking about Christian and all them, and what? The thing about Ye, man, is we'll never see the old Kanye is gone. We ain't getting that guy no more. It's gonna be gone, man. And the whole, he got money flowing from the Gap and all this other stuff. I try not to look. When I knew he got married to a certain individual, I knew it was problems then. I was like, oh, this ain't gonna be good. That special on Netflix told me everything I needed to know. By the way, I have been watching the Dahmer series. I'm on episode 2. That guy scares me. I'm still got spooky. That the whole character of Dahmer scares me.
No, I'm not gonna watch. No, I mean, I know what happened.
I do too, but Maceo, just to see it, man. I
promise you. I'm good on that.
Maceo, I know you, man. You would enjoy this. We know what happened with me. We know what happened with BMF. We still.
Where's season 2 of BMF?
It's coming because there's some things I know that's coming out in season 2 that we need to look for. We'll talk about that later.
You know what I did figure out before we go though? I realized what Power went wrong.
What's that?
After season 3 of Power, they should have just cut it.
They should have.
They should have just cut it.
When
you're supposed to kill Kanan all down in DC getting better with Jukebox. And then he come back. It's season 3. Should have killed it.
I told everybody. I was saying then. I say 50 Cent don't want to leave the F. He should have died in season 3. He miraculously came back from the fire. Like, come on, 50. God dang,
got healed by sipping lean.
Yeah, you ain't even important in the role, but you want to stay important. They just making you a dang character right now. Nobody cares. And you got your own series. Come on, man. Season 3 should have been it. Sometimes they go 4, 5, 6. They don't need to go that long. Just keep it at 3. Keep it cute, man. Keep going. When Angela broke up with him, that was down the hill. Till they shot when they killed Angela. Man, they just went all kind of ways. Man. They just went all.
After all that, what he did, there's no way that they were gonna get back together. Like, come on, y'all. And everybody, that's how I show everybody.
Corey, yeah, she coming at him, boy. She coming at him, Corey.
Hey man, I'm all in for this debate tomorrow.
And $600-$700 is a lot of money. I'm sorry, but that's just me. 67 is 100. That's a lot of money for child support. I know he got more than that, but God dang.
I filled out my Camp Lejeune paperwork today, so.
And by the way, if you love HBCU football, let me see, because now all y'all into HBCU football because of this. Y'all ain't never been in HBCU football. Y'all know y'all only watch Saturday on the big game. Not everybody HBCU knowledge. Y'all don't know nothing about HBCU. Y'all because somebody talked about Deion. Look, man, if you like HBCU, go to a game.
Right. Clark homecoming this weekend. It's gonna be more people on the hill than in the stadium.
Like, they ain't going to the game.
Y'all want to impress me? Go in the stadium. Morehouse, they at home for about the next 2 weeks. Go see Morehouse play.
And y'all selling.
We got plenty of HBCUs around here, right down the Fort Valley.
Y'all doing. You see what they doing for homecoming? $35. You get a tailgate ticket and a game ticket. So you selling. That's what Clark doing. You can buy it for $35. You buy a tailgating ticket and a game ticket. They tell you what they think about the game. It's about the tailgating first and then the game. So y'all all about HBCU. You got plenty of HBCU football going around the state of Georgia alone. From Savannah to Fort Valley. Go watch it. Don't just be a Deion fan. They're telling me y'all all of a sudden everybody Jackson State fans and all that. If you got a problem with, don't say it. Be a part of it.
I see so many folk wearing Jackson State stuff. I was like, damn, you went to Jackson State? It's only like 5 people I know that went to Jackson State.
I don't know a lot.
But you see so much Jackson State stuff out here, which I mean, hey, I ain't knocking it, but I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, whatever, man. Like you said, last year we was in that dome. It was all about Jackson State till South Carolina State was like.
Until they blew the whistle.
That's our show, man. Check us out, man. And also, man, for real, I got a special show coming up with my wife on Saturday at 9:00.
Without a doubt. Check that out. I'll be tuned in.
Man, I gotta meet you, man. I need a t-shirt.
Man, we're gonna meet this weekend.
Yeah, I gotta get
you're gonna meet me in these streets somewhere this weekend.
I get a t-shirt, man. I should have got him at homecoming, but I get him. Definitely gonna get him.
Because they shows in the car. Matter of fact, I'll tell you about that later.
All right, man.
Yeah, hey man, somebody tried to buy one. I said, nah, these they already sold. But they look, because they were looking for the bottle. They looking at the cooler and having to see the strap. Like, hey, get out of there. That ain't for you. That ain't for you.
We ain't got you looking at the wrong thing, man. Look at the dang cooler, boy. We'll holler at y'all, man.
Enjoy Thursday night football, y'all. We gone.
Peace.